Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Meditation. One stop shopping for all your health and fitness needs. And if you've been following this, I truly believe in the term yoga, union, mind, body, spirit, happy, healthy, and independently wealthy. I mean, the whole nine yards. I believe in a truer thing. Now, the bulk of my videos, and I'm going to get away from that. I really am, because I believe in this wholeheartedly, what I'm about to say. And that is, man does not live by bread alone. Guys, and I fixate way too much on diet. I really do. I think we all do. I think the world does. I think it is so simple. If you stick with Genesis, the Lord behold every herb bearing seed. If you just stick with that, guys, it's simple. It's simple. I don't have to explain everything. I don't have to explain how you get your protein. Guys, just eat that and don't worry about anything else. Eat that and you will have no long-term physical problems. Nothing. You get an hour in a day on the bike, and guys, you're never going to be overweight. Long term, you're never going to be over the weight. I don't care where you start from, how many pounds you may be over there, if you just stick with that long term, and it may take a year, it may take 2 years, depending on what you're coming from. It may take longer than that. If you're, emaciated to begin with and you want to get down, that's not easy either. Losing 200 pounds is one thing. Losing 5 pounds so you can see your 8-pack is a different thing altogether as well. And I'm getting way off the track here, guys. But man does not live by bread alone. Now, I want you to think about something. If you go to the morgue and you see cadavers all over the place, if you take some organic fruit and you take some organic vegetables and you stuff them in their mouth and you munch the cheese and you put a glucose drip, an IV in their arm, are they going to come back? No. No. There's more to it, man. Man does not live by bread alone, but lives by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord. Okay? In other words, guys, there's more to it. There's a lot more to it than that. And again, this is just my interpretation. And this is, a guy with a PhD in nutrition, talking here. But the fact of the matter is, guys, the meditation, guys, is so important to the equation. So important to the equation. And I'm the first one to tell you that if you go off the diet, like in a big way, like on a binge, you're eating an extra cheese, pepperoni, extra large, and you just scarf the whole thing down. You try to meditate after that. Guys, you can't. I realize that's part of it. That's why I'm saying the synergy between the whole, mind, body, spirit is so important. So important. And guys, the meditation is important. Why? Because man does not live by bread alone. He just doesn't. And I do feel the meditation is so important. And guys, I'm the last one to tell you, I never skip a day. I never get away from it. Sometimes I've been doing it long enough, and especially the evening. Usually the morning one is fine, if not great. Okay? My morning meditation says. My evening meditation says, and depending on how tired I am, depending on what sort of a stressful day I had, sometimes I sit in the same chair and I do the same thing, and man, after 15, 20 minutes, I know this is just not going to happen. It's just a waste of another 40 minutes to an hour trying to make it work. I am he, I am he, our Father, who, it's just sometimes not going to work. I'm the first one to tell you that. But I do believe it is amazingly important. And I do an hour in the morning and an hour at night, and I try to get little sessions, vignettes in throughout the course of the day. just sitting there at my computer sometimes, and nothing more than this. God, I'm having a great day. Thank you so much. Right? It's just very, very uplifting. But guys, I know there's more different interpretations to this phrase. I know there is. And I'm telling you, I'm the first one to tell you, I'm no expert at theology. I have no, PhD in, I don't. It's in nutrition. So this is just after a meditation session. And it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I just meditated a little bit, and this just sort of came to me. I spend so much time, much part of my life, talking about nutrition and food and all this sort of stuff. And guys, it's important, but it's not the whole equation. And guys, to get hung up, and you are never going to hear me do it. Every once in a while, I may explain my feelings to make my feelings known. But I'm never going to get hung up on carbs, protein, and fats and all this sort of stuff. And you got to combine the food and intermittent fat. I'm not going to do that. It is as clear as the day is long that Genesis 1:29, the way we are supposed to eat. And science backs that up. The whole size of our teeth, the size of our intestines, comparing us to the animal kingdom and, carnivores and omnivores and frugivores and herbivores and all that sort of stuff. It's backed up by science. I don't have to go through it anymore. I just eat fruits, veggies, corn, rice, peas, potatoes, starch, beans, lentils. I just eat what's on the list, and I don't sweat anything else. I did a video today on Dr. Greger. And as I said, I'm sure he's a fine man. I'm sure he is. But he is so orthorexic. Just so many grams of this and so many calories of that. And be careful you don't go over your limit on this. And, fruits are bad and this. Oh, God, I let him have it. But, God, who wants to live that way? Who wants to live that way? First of all, as I said, it is clear and plain as day. Guys, fruit shall be your meat. Meat, dairy, fish, don't eat it. Processed stuff, if you live on a farm and can just take it off the vine, there you go. Okay? Fruit shall be your meat, every herb-bearing seed on the earth. It's right there for you. And keep in mind, man does not live by bread alone. Keep that in mind, guys. And when you're trying to get your marathon time down, or you're trying to run faster, jump higher, whatever the case may be, throw faster, guys, I'm all for it. But I've written books about it. I can tell you how to do it. But guys, don't forget the meditation. It's just as important. I am going to give you an example. Tiger Woods' mother, I forgot her name, was a Buddhist. Devout Buddhist. And she would take Tiger from a little up until he was a young adult, and very often they would go to the ashram together and spend hours a day in meditation and prayer and the whole 9 yards. Now, so much is said about his father being a Green Beret and giving him that mental discipline and all that sort of stuff. Fine. Absolutely. That's part of it. But if you don't think for 1 minute that meditation was important to his success, you don't know what you're talking about. You've never meditated. You've never meditated. And I'm telling you right here, right now, I've never heard anybody talk about this about him. But when he was going through his troubles, I don't get into it, the drug addiction and the numerous women and all that sort of stuff. I guarantee you, the thing that lost his way, he wasn't meditating. I guarantee that was part of the equation. Guarantee. For a young man, not even 30 years old, to be a billionaire is heady stuff. And I'm not going to judge him. I'm not going to judge him by mortal standards. I'm not. He lives a different life than we do. And I wouldn't do that anyway. But guys, I guarantee you, he got away from the meditation. Guys, and you, Meditate, meditate, meditate. Why? Man does not live by bread alone. Case closed. Don't take my word for it. Jesus said it. Pretty good source, wouldn't you say? Anyway, eat and drink your fruits, veggies, starches, and live your life with true power. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Love you all.